Welcome in, everybody, live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We are getting ready to go racing here tonight at IRP Raceway here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Getting ready to take on the 0.68 mile length asphalt oval, ladies and gentlemen, and it is all come down to tonight, the championship race for Season 3 of the I-85 Asphalt Series. Late model stock division, things are down, dirty and wicked. We'll pull up the playoff points. Chase Johnson, driving the number 5 late model, coming into tonight's event, 56 points to the good. He is looking to secure his third straight late model championship here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. But ladies and gentlemen, he's going to have to bang out the wild out IRP Raceway. Welcome down here live on the main broadcast cam for the Season 3 championship race for the late model stock division, live here for the I-85 Asphalt Series. We'll bring the microphone just a little bit closer so you guys can hear us just a tad bit better. We'll cut the music down live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, and looks like it's already going to be a Chase Johnson show. He's on the pole here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel to kick off the IRP Raceway. Ladies and gentlemen, looks like the qualifying results are good to go. I'm going to go ahead and show those. Ladies and gentlemen, Chase Johnson on the pole, those winding back to the 6th place spot, which will be Lane Woods. He will be the final contestant, the number 92 on the Fast 6 time. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody else below him will go to the LCQ heat race here in just a second. On your screen, Nicholas Maynard will be on the pole with James Fountain to the outside of him. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how they'll round out the Season 3 championship race here today. 8 drivers rode out. Looks like going to be, 7 or 8 races on the regular season, but the top 8 drivers in points were the drivers that got playoff spots here, and they have battled the last 2 playoff races, including tonight will be 3, trying to figure out who is going to be the champion. They'll have to score the most points out of the other ones around in their group to get things going. See if we can't bring up the drone cam and get tonight's driver introduction portion parts kicked off here for the LCQ. Starting on the pole in the 1st place spot, the kid from Wilford, South Carolina, driving the 02 Maynard Motors late model of Nicholas Maynard. On the outside of him will be the number 24 Great Lakes late model from Greenville, South Carolina, of James Fountain. Starting in the 3rd place spot here tonight from Princeton, North Carolina, driving the number 6 late model, that's Zach Evans. Michael Johnson driving the number 40 Bass Pro Shop Tracker late model will start in the 2nd row in the 4th place spot here in the last chance qualifying heat race. The old-timer Tony Cook from Greer, South Carolina, driving the Coors Light Silver Bullet number 33 late model will round out the 5th place position. The 5th place spot. Grayson Underwood will be in the 6th place position in the 3rd row on the outside here as they get ready to kick it off and roll. And back out on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, your mom's favorite driver from Greer, South Carolina. He's back out here in the late model stock, John Michael Bryant. Not sure if we mentioned the number 01 late model out here on the outside, driving the 01 late model here tonight. That's Grayson Underwood. Ladies and gentlemen, driving that Bass Pro Shop Tracker number 40 late model here tonight, Michael Johnson. And driving the number 27 Peeler's Apple Ale from Landrum, South Carolina, the number 27 late model of Adam Peeler. On the inside of him will be the number 35 Boardwick late model of Timothy Conrad. Mike Doyle from Middletown, New Jersey will round out the outside line here in the back half of the field. He'll be in the 10th place position to take the green flag here tonight. We want to give a special shout out here to Adam Fulford. He'll be up in the race control admin booth here when we take the green flag. He'll be in control of the green flag and all of the black flags here tonight. The kid on the pole in the LCQ, he raced James Fountain. Look like he'll be on the outside of them here. They head around through turns 3 and 4 and get ready to head back to the front straightaway so we can't get you a beautiful look of the front straightaway cam. Here is the 02 on the front row with James Fountain, Zach Evans, and Michael Johnson. Round out the 2nd place row. They head back down into turns 1 and 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to go ahead and remind you to fill out the YouTube page on the top right portion of your screen. Kind of a shitty angle to give you to that right there. There you go, on the top right portion of your screen. And get things going. This is the championship race. Sign-ups are getting ready to come open here in the next upcoming days, so make sure your guys are getting signed up for that. Here is the QR code on your screen. Make sure you go ahead and grab that screenshot, save it to your photos, and get yourself applied into there today. Free to join, free to race. We're getting ready to take the green flag here tonight at IRP, the Lucas Oil International Raceway Park, Raceway Park here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Maynard's going to be on the inside of James Fountain. The pace car should hang the left down on the pit lane. No, he'll take at least one more lap around the beautiful racetrack here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. See if we can't bring up the keys of the race here and what these guys are going to have to endure here tonight for what's going to be a 10-lap heat race, 120 laps for the feature championship race here tonight. You're going to have to try to bring in that middle line. Good qualifying is always going to be one of the keys of the race. And finally, grab those bonus points to try to cut up into the lead if you're behind. Ladies and gentlemen, heading down the back straightaway. Maynard not playoff eligible here. He was eliminated at the beginning of the playoffs. Fountain is, though. Fountain's going to have to do some work here tonight. He'll have to battle on the inside of the kid of Nicholas Maynard. Green flags getting ready to fly back in the air here at the IRP Raceway. Nicholas Maynard on the pole. Green flag is in the air. You have yourself a virtual race. Maynard leads him down to turns 1 and 2. Evans rolling all over the door of Michael Johnson. Side by side is Fountain and Maynard down the back straightaway. Green flag is in the air as they sail through turns 1 and 2, down to 3 and 4, heading off of turn 4, coming to complete the first lap, and Maynard and Fountain are still side by side, but Fountain will get the run off the front top side of the racetrack there on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Moving back here on the back half of the pack, Adam Peeler slaps that outside safe for barrier. The biggie man will make a move down there on the bottom side of the number 27, who hit it again. Evans, whoa, gets turned around by Grayson Underwood here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel on the front straightaway. Holy cow, Zach Evans backwards here on the front stretch, and the caution flag is out here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We will back that ass up for the instant replay and take a look and see exactly what happened to the Me-Fine late model of Zach Evans. Backwards here on what? Second lap of the LCQ heat race here from Princeton, North Carolina. The 6 late model don't look like it has much damage. Several guys are battling it out there, trying to make something shake. Michael Johnson was looking on the inside of the kid of Nicholas Maynard, and Zach Evans was battling door-to-door there with Grayson Underwood. Underwood undercuts him underneath the racetrack, and this looks like Underwood in this 0-1 slides up from the bottom side of the racetrack, grabs that left rear quarter panel. Zach Evans ships around on the inside, but he's able to hold the brake. Some great driving right there from Zach Evans. We'll back that ass up one more time, see if we can't ride out the front nose of this late model in Zach Evans, the number 6 machine, not having much damage here, if any. We'll see. Take a look. Contact there to the left rear, sends him around on the front straightaway. He's able to lock it down and keep the brakes applied to the late model. Things are just now getting started here in Indianapolis, Indiana. The caution flag is out. James Fountain will have the race lead over Nicholas Maynard, Michael Johnson, Tony Cook, John Michael Bryant will be your top 5 drivers when we return here in just a second. Peter the pace car getting ready to head out onto the racetrack. The lights are on. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't you just love the smell of race cars and burning fuel and oil? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the Booty Scoot Racing Channel's Late Model Stock Division Championship race for the I-85 Asphalt Series Late Model Stock Division. We're only working in the LCQ heat race here right now on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel. Was on the pole, Nicholas Maynard and James Fountain. They'll still be the front 2 drivers there. Contact was made there between this number 01. You see the damage on front of the Camaro of Grayson Underwood. He was battling door-to-door there with Zach Evans, who was spun around. He's back out on the racetrack currently right now. Looks like we'll see the 1 to go racing this next time around. Fountain trying to work his way up through the point standings right now. He's currently one of those playoff drivers, and Don't get it twisted, folks. We'll make sure you stay posted all day long. Here are the playoff drivers coming into tonight's event. Neil Rook III, Danny Willis, and Chase Johnson. Those top 3 drivers were one of the fast 6 drivers on qualifying, so they locked themselves into the show automatically. Dakota Pignataro, Michael Johnson, able to do the exact same thing, though Pignataro is going to stay out of the LCQ heat race. James Fountain trying to work his way up through the front of the field here and win the 19th race. That'll be 10 points added to his total score if he can do so. It looks like that maybe jump him over Michael Johnson there in position or tie it. So we'll see how things shake out here in just a moment. Working down the back straightaway here off the exit of turn 2, live at the Indianapolis Raceway Park, a.k.a. IRP Raceway. You love to see it. Your mom's favorite driver, John Michael Bryan, in the number 23 late model back here, Gorilla Mine on board. He's trying to work his way back up through the field here after going part-time middle season. James Fountain slaps back down on the gas. We're back racing here in Indiana. The green flag is live in the LCQ heat race. Tony Cook looking up the middle here, 3 wide with Adam Peeler trying to make something shake on the outside of the boogeyman. Maynard grabs the second place spot for Michael Johnson. Wants something to shake. Tony Cook collects Michael Johnson hard on the outside wall. Goes Nicholas Maynard. And the caution flag flies here right underneath the turn 2 cab. Grab your charcoal and grill. Maynard's on fire in turn 3 and 4. And Michael Johnson's right there with him. We'll back that ass up for the instant replay and take a look there. 3 wide across the back straightaway. Tony Cook looked like he collected the number 40. Shipped him up the racetrack right into the number 02 of Nicholas Maynard. We'll back that ass up and take a look with the old-timer and Tony Cook and exactly what happened working off the back straightaway. Definitely looks like he clipped that left rear quarter panel, sends him up the racetrack hard into the outside, safe for barrier. With the kid of Nicholas Maynard, we'll back that ass up one more time, and we will ride on board with Tony Cook and see exactly what he's seeing out the front at the front of that Super Bullet number 33 late model, making it 3 wide off of turn 2. Just a vicious shot right there to the number 40. The number 40 just gets slammed hard into the outside, safe for barrier with the kid of Nicholas Maynard. And holy shit, folks, what a ride there for the 02 of Nicholas Maynard. We'll ride on board with him. This one couldn't have been a fun one. Slammed hard into the outside, safe for barrier, and it's never good when you never know when it's going to happen. Take a look here, riding on board with the 02. Diving down into turn 3, and next thing you know, it's all kinds of jacked up sideways. Maynard involved, Johnson involved here in turn 3. Holy cow. Tony Cook, though, looks like he's able to escape away with just minimum damage. Michael Johnson's able to get it refired up and going. So is the kid of Nicholas Maynard. That thing is absolutely beat to shreds. The top shelves about to come off of the chassis. He looks like Doc Hudson after he's been wrecked in the Cars movie. Smoke plowing all over the racetrack. Oil all over it as well. We'll be back in just a moment here. Nasty wreck in turn 3. Flying on the drone cam here around the IRP Raceway underneath the caution flag here, and surprisingly we were able to stay out of the red flag there. As much fluid was dropped down on the racetrack from the number 02 of Nicholas Maynard. He'll take it down on the pit lane. That looks like it'll retire the kid here tonight for the LCQ heat race. The radiator is definitely blowing on that number 02. It is smoking all over the place. Him and Michael Johnson are down on pit lane. Looks like Michael Johnson may be able to repair most of the damage on this number 40 if he can beat the pace car out and stay on the lead lap. But here comes James Fountain in the pace car. No, Michael Johnson will go a lap down here. So ladies and gentlemen, looks like everybody that's still in the heat race is going to line up single file. It'll be double file next time around here. Live at the IRP Raceway. We have a full race control admin up in the booth, so he's probably having a conversation with these guys. 2 quick caution flags here for a 10-lap LCQ heat race. We got 120 scheduled right after, and I can almost guarantee you some action-packed racing there. 2 weeks ago, we picked off 110 straight consecutive laps. It came all the way down to who saved the most Hoosier rubber at the USA International Raceway Park. It was the season leader in Chase Johnson, who is currently locked in on the Fast 6 on time. Looks like they'll come to the choose cone this time around on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. James Fountain, Grayson Underwood will split it. Fountain will go bottom. Underwood will go top. Peeler will go into the second row on the bottom. John Michael will go to the second row up top, and they'll follow vice versa, and they're behind them. Ladies and gentlemen, grab another beer, light another cigarette. Fountain's going to be the race leader with Underwood on the outside. Peeler in the third place position with Brian on the fourth place spot. Timothy Conrad will round out the top five with Michael Doyle and Zach Evans. Michael Johnson will not make it back out on the racetrack there after the caution flag. Zach Evans, though, got a little bit of damage fixed on that Me-Fine modified. It'll be all in the hands of James Fountain when he wants it. Green flag, getting ready to fly. Back in the air here at the IRP Raceway. Underwood cannot jump the number 24 on time, and he won't. Fountain will get a good jump over the number 01. Green flag back in the air here in IRP. Working through turns 1 and 2. Fountain will take him high off the exit of turn 2 to head down the back straightaway. Underwood, Bryant, Peeler, Conrad is how they'll round out the top 5 drivers. Heading down the back straightaway, diving down into turns 3 and 4. Bryant will be door to door with the number 27, a number of the Peeler machine. Adam Peeler door bangs the number 23 up the racetrack, but John Michael Bryant will hold on to that Gorilla Mine, number black, purple, and pink Gorilla Mine. Stukin, late model, whatever the hell it is, on board this sweet Timothy Conrad. Thinks he's got some camouflage on the 35 that he can hide from us, but he can't. He's running around in the 5th place spot here, this number 35 late model. Timothy Conrad, one of the better guys, known for saving tires here on the long run. Can he work his way back up here through the front half of the field? If he's going to have to do, he's got to have to go down. 4 laps remain here in the LCQ Heat Race. Fountain scrapes the outside, safe for barrier. Bryant throws the slide job over Grayson Underwood. Conrad grabs 4th place position here now with 3 laps to go this time around. James Fountain slowly having that lead decreased by the boogeyman and John Michael Bryant, your mom's favorite driver. But Conrad will look to the inside of the Underwood machine, who's got damage after contact made there with the 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard and Tony Cook. Oh, excuse me, that was somebody totally different. Grayson Underwood brought out the first caution flag there with Zach Evans, but now Zach Evans moves to this back bumper of the number 01, excuse me, of Grayson Underwood. Does the Me-Fine modified pay him back here with 2 laps to go? You're about to find out here as they run the banking through turns 1 and 2. The boogeyman's got some company in Timothy Conrad looking for the 2nd place spot, but it's all James Fountain down the back straightaway. Conrad will look to the inside of Bryant. Fountain will come off the exit of turn 3 and 4 and see the white flag presented by AFLGlobal.com. Timothy Conrad looking for the slide job over John Michael Bryant. Can he get it? Evans door to door with Grayson Underwood. Does he run him high through 3 and 4? Pay him back for the contact made earlier. It'll be James Fountain working down the exit of turn 3 and 4. Coming off the exit of turn 4 will be Fountain. He'll win tonight's LCQ Heat Race. John Michael Bryant will get it over Conrad, and Evans will get it over Underwood, who ships around Adam Peeler at the tail end of the race. Holy shit, folks, what an ending there. But James Fountain's able to hold on to the heat race win there and grab 10 points to his total score. That'll help out big time for James Fountain. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it there for the LCQ heat race. James Fountain wins it from Greenville, South Carolina. These guys that were just racing will be placed on the 7th place position on back based on how they finished. We'll bring you up to the points results right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Chase Johnson comes into tonight's event with a 56-point lead, looking to secure his 3rd straight late model championship. Neil Rutt III wrecked 2 weeks ago. Definitely cost him the points that he needed. We've had 2 consecutive tire-saving races. Chase Johnson has dominated both of those and took home the trophy. Can he do the same here tonight at IRP and safely secure that 3rd championship? It's going to take a lot of work here tonight from Neil Rutt, really, with only 4 points being the difference in positions on the racetrack. So let's say you're in 6th place and the next person you're trying to chase is in 2nd. Well, that is 4, 8, 12. That is almost 16 points right there to the next person in front of you. To the next person that you would be racing. So you really got to be smart with the way that you do it. This is why being consistent all year long is going to be the key of the race. Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen it last night in the modified division. Guys like James Fountain, who won his 2nd back-to-back modified division championship, just stayed consistent through the playoffs. Really brought in tons of different guys there at the end of the race when they started having trouble. James Fountain really just ran away with it. Really, he had to hold on to it from a hard-charging Adam Volford, but James Fountain's consistency definitely won him the championship last night in the modified division. So it looks like we got about 10-15 seconds left here in the warm-up session. These guys get about 2 minutes to dial in these late models to their liking here, especially after the LCQ heat race, especially some of these guys understanding and knowing exactly where they will be starting now. That is a big difference on how you might want to play this here to come. Ladies and gentlemen, we will go ahead and bring up those keys of the race here when we get going on the grid. We want to remind you there will be a competition caution flag on lap number 40. You've seen the competition flag come into effect the previous 2 races as we are starting to work in the brand new format that we are going to next season for Season 3. I want to remind you the Season 3 signups are currently open and available. You need to get yourself inside of the Discord to be able to get yourself signed up. You want to get yourself in the Discord, ping, go ahead and screenshot the thing on your screen, the QR code of the I-85 Asphalt Racing League, and get yourself added in today. Get you down here on the main broadcast cam where guys are loading inside of these late models, getting ready to take on the IRP Raceway for the Season 3 championship. And on the pole tonight, look at to secure his 3rd straight championship. That's the Greer, South Carolina driver of Chase Johnson. Sharing the front row with him on the outside from Union Beach, New Jersey, driving the number 66 late model, Neil Rutt. The second row belongs to the inside, number 8, HendrickCars.com late model of Corey Tessner. On the second row, driving the number 99 from New Bern, the late model of Dakota Pignataro. Starting in the 5th place spot here, driving the ACR Racing number 100 late model, Danny Willis. Starting in the 6th place spot, 3rd row, driving the number 92 late model of ACR. So the 2 ACR partners will start side by side. That's the number 92 of Lane Woods. John Michael Bryant driving the number 23 Stukin late model from Greer, South Carolina. And on the inside of him will be the number 35 Camouflage Boardwick late model of Timothy Conrad. Zach Evans from Princeton, North Carolina, driving the number 6 Me Fine late model. He'll shake out the 10th place spot here when the green flag flies. The 01 does belong to Grayson Underwood, driving the 01 Underwood Enterprise late model. He'll start in the 12th place position. And on the outside of him, will be the number 27 Apple Peeler Ale Liquor Company, whatever, of Landrum, South Carolina's Adam Peeler. Driving the number 02 from Watford, South Carolina, right there in the LCQ heat race, the kid of Nicholas Maynard. Driving the 00 late model here from Middletown, New Jersey. That's the I-85 Asphalt Series comedian Mike Doyle. Driving the number 40 Bass Pro Shop Tracker late model in the 14th place position here tonight, Michael Johnson. And shaking out the final tail end spot here tonight, driving the number 33 Coors Light Silver Bullet Machine, Tony Cook. So Chase Johnson will be the guy in charge here when we take the green flag here in just a moment on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Welcome in to the oh-so-beautiful IRP Raceway. It is going to be one hell of a race here tonight. We will go ahead and bring up the keys of the race as they sail through turns 1 and 2. Want to go ahead and remind you 120 laps are what we're scheduled for here tonight. Lap number 40 will bring the competition caution flag, so these guys will have at least 40 laps that they know they will be bunched up and reboggled. How will they play it here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel? Do you go hard in the opening 40 laps, or do you try to save a little bit of Hoosier rubber? We're getting ready to find out. Chase Johnson's got the green flag here. When Freddie the flag man waves it, green flag is getting ready to fly back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We'll get you down on the main broadcast cam. Chase Johnson door-to-door with Neil Rutt. Neil Rutt kind of jumps the green flag a little bit early. We'll have to wait to see how Adam Fulford up in the control admin booth for the I-85 Asphalt Series calls it. Neil Rutt, though, gives up the position to Chase Johnson, so we'll think they might have to let it go here if it was up to me. Neil Rutt, though, knows what he maybe just almost could have cost him there. We'll have to try to figure that one out. Almost jumps over Chase Johnson there to begin the race lead. And for the green tonight's championship race at IRP, Tessner door-to-door with Rutt downstairs trying to make something work here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. 16 cars pile out here tonight, trying to make something shape, bringing you some of the best late model action-packed racing on the surface. This is the I-85 Asphalt Series Late Model Season 3 Championship live here from IRP Raceway. You have yourself a virtual race. Corey Tester pulls behind his back bumper partner of Chase Johnson. They'll be the front two droppers here. They're Chase Johnson Racing late models. Everybody else just trying to find a spot here and get going. You're going to have to try to save a little bit of Hoosier rubber, but how do you guys decide to play it, and how much do these guys decide to hold on here? You see the gap already made up there between the 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard and looks like Michael Johnson. There's about a 8-9 car lead there. Talking out the side of my neck, need a sip of my drink there. Want to make sure we get you tallied up here with all the storylines developing inside of the garage. John Michael Bryant back out here on the racetrack after taking about a 8-week absent point. The boogeyman, John Michael Bryant, was currently the late model regular season points leader. When he went part-time, John Michael Bryant had the lead by about 30 or 40 points over the rest of the group and Chase Johnson and these boys. And to come in the point standing, John Michael Bryant had a real life thing come up where his work schedule wouldn't allow him to race full-time, so he'll go part-time, and he's participating here tonight in the championship race. However, though, we want to talk about Michael Johnson, Nicholas Maynard, that gap there. These must be the guys trying to save a little bit of Hoosier rubber. We're looking at comparing themselves to the lap times right now. Nicholas Maynard's lap time compared to the leader last time around was a 23.29. The leader was a 22.8, so the leader about a second and a tenth faster than Nicholas Maynard. However, though, Michael Johnson's pushing a little bit harder. He's running a 23.2 to the 22.6 that Chase Johnson just ran. So we'll have to keep an eye on these lap times here as they continue to wear out the rubber here. We know that a competition caution flag will fly on lap number 40. And if you're watching live here on TikTok, make sure you stay around here until at least lap number 40. Make sure this might be something that you want to watch. We have 2 more full seasons already posted over to the YouTube page, ready for you to go ahead and grab a beer and a cigarette and watch the whole season. Mike Johnson working his way around Michael Doyle there, so the two Mikes will battle it out into turns 1 and 2. The 00 Mike Doyle has been really one of those guys saving the Hoosier rubber all year long inside of this Pontiac late model. He works his way down into turns 3 and 4. The 00 for MND Enterprise, one of the comedians inside of the I-85 Asphalt series. He's one of the guys over the radio. You see his lap times right now, almost consistent with the race leader. He's about 5/10 off on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. It comes from Middletown, New Jersey. He's got a little bit of speed here, but how much tire can he save? As Nicholas Maynard really closed the gap up here to Michael Johnson and Mike Doyle and the rest of these boys. Neil Rudd will make the pass somewhere in the last couple laps around Corey Riptide Tessner. He's all over that back bumper of Chase. Showtime Johnson looking for the battle for the race lead. Neil Rudd III had a win almost in his back pocket here in the I-85 Asphalt Series, but he says he really don't want to talk about it. Was absolutely KO'd, intentionally wrecked by Mark Blessing to kick off the year at the Bull Ring in Las Vegas. Neil Rutt hasn't been back to victory lane or even had a shot at victory lane since that day about 4 months ago. Can Neil Rutt save a little bit of Hoosier rubber here on the long run, or is he going to continue to let Chase Johnson pull away here out of the front nose of the number 66 late model? Or does Corey Tessner try to play shake your bait partner here tonight for his teammate and Chase Johnson? Lane Woods, a 2-time Maxxis National Champion here in real life, virtually racing the number 92 ACR Racing late model inside the I-85 Asphalt Series. He's had a hell of a season so far. He is currently racing for that championship here tonight, but he is currently about mathematically almost out of it all the way. James Fallon, Tessner, Neil Rutt, and Chase Johnson are the top 5 drivers here tonight, live at the IRP Raceway here in Indianapolis, Indiana. And I think it's only right, folks, we're 14 laps into tonight's race, and there's 9 of you stacked out on the TikTok. We'll get you down here on the racetrack for tonight's first I-85 Asphalt Series Fast and Loud. Welcome back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, cranking it up here live at the IRP Raceway. Chase Johnson's trying to pull away from Neil Rudd III and Corey Riptide Tesner, but he just can't seem to get the gap that he's looking for. 20 laps are complete here. We got a caution coming in about 20 more. Competition caution flag will fly on lap number 40 here tonight, and we've seen 2 more of those races have competition caution flags. And let me tell you something, folks. I'm not the greatest at math. I went to public school. Nicholas Maynard and Dakota Pignataro and these boys, as long as Zach Evans, Adam Peeler, Timothy Conrad, and Mike Doyle, these guys have been trying to roll it back here. I'd say probably trying to save a little bit of Hoosier rubber here on this long green flag run we've had so far, especially knowing that we'll get the reset on lap number 40 for the competition flag caution, and everybody will have to come down and fuel these late model race cars. But Chase Johnson and Neil Rudd III, along with Corey Tesner, these guys are absolutely going at it, putting down some of the fastest lap times on the racetrack right now. And any minute now, Chase Johnson will be beating on the back door to the lap traffic. You see them down there in front of him, riding out of the front nose of Chase Johnson in this number 5 late model. We'll keep an eye on that. Tony Cook looks like he may be in a safe spot here to keep riding around about half throttle, trying to save a little bit, as well as Michael Johnson. Pignataro's pulled away from Maynard in these boys, but these guys really got to pick up the ante, get going. Nicholas Maynard got to get these guys moving and grooving through the field. However, though, James Fountain trying to work his way up through the field. It's been Tony Cook, though, up to this point, doing the most moving, doing the most passing. He ran a 22.9 the last time around to the 22.7 of the race leader. He runs a 22.9 again that last time around from Greer, South Carolina. Tony Cook has moved 7 spots up through the field here so far. He's currently in charge of the 20-point Hard Charger Award. Ladies and gentlemen, some of the greatest race car drivers you have seen here on the iRacing platform going at it here tonight at IRP, the Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. Chase Johnson really starting to get the gap over Neil Rudd III now, and Corey Riptide Tesner. We've seen Tesner get all the way to that left rear quarter panel of Neil Rudd III as he tried to make the move here down the back straightaway, flying down into turn 3. Tesner's been trying everything in this HendrickCars.com late model to get it up and moving here. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't even think that these guys in front of them, these almost getting ready to go a lap down cars, even have an idea that the race leader is coming any moment now to this back bumper. And the last person in line is the 00 of Mike Doyle. So Mike Doyle, Timothy Conrad, and these boys don't start trying to make the move around Nicholas Maynard, who looks like he's slowing him up here. Dakota Pignataro's got a gap over Nicholas Maynard, and he's not touching it up, but Zach Evans is now losing touch to the kid. 28 laps coming to 29 complete next time around, and we'll have about 10 laps until the competition caution flag here tonight at IRP Raceway. Adam Peeler in this number 27 machine just put the bumper to Zach Evans, trying to get them to move. Maynard changes up his lane down on the bottom side of the racetrack. He must see what's coming in that rear view mirror. Can Chase Johnson keep putting down steady lap time numbers right now? He's pulling away from Neil Rudd and Corey Tesner. But does the lap traffic come into effect for Neil Rudd and guys like Corey Tesner and James Fountain, who are trying to make their comeback here on the playoff standings and battle back here in the late model stock division? We got a dog pile of a parking lot battling back and forth here. Traffic jam off of turn 4. Diving down into turn 1. Maynard starting to get passed now by guys like Zach Evans and Adam Peeler. Not wasting any more time here, knowing that these guys are being held up. Chase Johnson's right there over the back bumper, trying to make something shake. Can he get to the back bumper of Mike Doyle and put him a lap down? He'll have 2, 4, 5 cars getting ready to follow a lap down if Chase Johnson can get them complete. But he'll have about 9 coming at 8 laps around next time around until the competition caution flag falls. Who gets to stay on the lead lap? Who loses a lap? That's going to be the battle here in the final 9 laps. We'll keep it right back here on the back half of the field so you don't miss a damn thing. Chase Johnson looking to make the pass around Michael Doyle here in the 00 machine. Can he get the gas down like he's looking for? No, he can't. Zach Evans takes it down into turns 1 and 2. Peeler will look to make the slide job pass around the kid of Nicholas Maynard. Conrad trying to get the quarter panel of the 0-2, but Michael Doyle will lose the lap there to Chase Johnson. He'll be the lucky dog when the caution flag flies. Maynard's gone backwards here from leading the group to in jeopardy of losing a lap to Chase Johnson off of turn 2. Maynard trying to get around Timothy Conrad. How does he make it shake down here into turns 3 and 4? Conrad will stay middle. Maynard will go middle as well. Try to block off the lane to Chase Johnson. Slide back up to the top side of the racetrack. Johnson has to probably put the bumper here if he's going to want to put the pass around the kid of Nicholas Maynard. Johnson goes high into the marbles through 1. Trying to get the gas down, undercut the 0-2, just can't get it off the exit of turn 2 and heading down the back straightaway. Tessner losing sight of Chase Johnson. Johnson rolls to the outside of the Maynard Motors late model Nicholas Maynard. They'll battle door to door off 3 and 4. Maynard will lift there, let Johnson fall into place down into turns 1 and 2. Johnson will slide high. Maynard looking to make the pass here, but just can't get it down. Maynard will be the lucky dog over Michael Doyle. That'll be the battle here with 4 laps to go. Coming this time around into the competition caution flag. Neil Rutt to 3rd. James Fallon have slowly caught the back bumper of Corey Riptide Tessner, who's burning up the rubber on this HendrickCars.com machine, and we still have less than 100 laps to go. Chase Johnson trying to put Timothy Conrad a lap down here at the IRP Raceway. He'll have 3 more laps to get it done if he can do it. However, though, Adam Peeler, Conrad are going to have to fight, scratch, and claw their way back up here and try to prevent from going a lap down. That would be detrimental, losing a lap here. So now guys like Michael Doyle, him and Nicholas Maynard door to door here for the lucky dog at lap 37 of 120. 2 laps to go. Whoever is the lucky dog will get the chance to wave around in pit with the first half group, and will be able to stay on the lead lap. Maynard, though, if he was to stay, look and undercut the 0-0 of Mike Doyle off of turn 2. Drag race down the back straightaway. Battle for the lucky dog here. Michael Doyle will take it over Nicholas Maynard. Maynard needing this here will have to stay out for the wave around. He won't be able to pit for Sunoco fuel. Caution flags out here, so he got a turn and a wreck in turn 2. It's Grayson Underwood and Lane Woods. The 2 drivers spun around in turn 2 live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We'll back that ass up for the instant replay and take a look and see exactly what happened here with Lane Woods. And it looks like going to be Grayson Underwood involved in his second accident here tonight. Smoke is just a flying here, so can only imagine. Looks like contacts made there. Only 2 of these drivers battling out side by side with one another. We'll take a look. Looks like Lane Woods maybe has slapped that outside safer bear there and checked him up right into Grayson Underwood, and Grayson Underwood just has nowhere to go. We'll ride out on board with Grayson Underwood and take a look and see exactly what happened to the number 92 and Lane Woods and why these 2 are backwards off of turn 2. Lane Woods just looks like he runs right into the back end of the number 92 of Lane Woods and Grayson Underwood, and the Underwood Racing 01 late model. Causes the damage here, causes the competition caution flag, and we are being told by the admin this will serve as the competition caution, so these guys will come down and service these race cars, pace cars out on the racetrack now. Live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel here at IRP Raceway. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Pace car is out on the racetrack with Nicholas Maynard behind it. Everybody else will come down on the pit lane, and it'll be fuel-only stops here tonight for the front half of the group. They probably should almost make it out in order if I Had to take my guess out of it, but you never know how things shake out here. Some crew are faster than other. Tessner will get a spot over Rut here. So these guys did know that the competition caution flag was flying out here on lap number 40 and that they would have to come down and service these vehicles. And that's exactly what everybody's done here. Maynard will stay out on the racetrack here in this number 02 late model. He'll take the wave around here, so that'll put him back on the lead lap here, but he will not be able to go down on the pit lane and grab Sunoco Racing fuel. So I heard somewhere from between these guys talking down here the radio chat on the commercial that they had about 86 laps in fuel, and we just ran 40. So Maynard should have about 40-something laps remaining here when we take the green flag. So he's going to have to hope and pray that we can get another caution flag or something for him to be able to pit. But he'll stay on the lead lap here with the wave around. Some good driving there by Chase Johnson, the two-time I-85 Asphalt Series late model stock champion. He won season 1 and season 2. He's looking to three-peat it here tonight if he could hold on to pretty much just hold on to his race car and keep it clean. He's got a 56-point lead coming into tonight's main event. Working off the exit of turn 3 and 4. Chase Johnson will have the rest of the field with Corey Tessner on the outside. Green flag is in the air. We're back racing in the main event here at IRP. Johnson will sail way high through turns 1 and 2 and try to make everybody chase him down the back straightaway. Here they come through your living room. The number 5 of Chase Johnson works off turns 3 and 4. He grabs the race lead from the rest of the field. They're single file all the way back to the 16th place spot in Grayson Underwood. Working through turns 1 and 2. The number 100 of Danny Willis trying to run down the guy in front of him, and the number 66 and Neil Rutt. Tony Cook and the number 33 Coors Light Silver Bullet late model from Greer, South Carolina. He is one of the only Hellcat Dodge Challenger out here on the racetrack in this late model stock division. He's got some speed inside of that Scat Pack, Hellcat, whatever the hell you want to call it. He's got that thing tooting and booting here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. He's up 10 spots from where he started the Dodge Challenger late model. It's got some speed in it here at the IRP Raceway. He works his way off turn 3 and 4, heading down into turns 1 and 2. Migrating through turns 1 and 2 like an immigrant, heading off turn 2, heading down the back straightaway here in Indianapolis. We've seen the concept of the I-85 Asphalt Series in the back half of the last 2 races go 100-plus laps underneath the green flag condition. Can we do the same thing here tonight? 40 laps to open it up, 37 laps I shall say to open it up underneath the green flag. And then we had the competition caution that was going to fly on lap 40. We went ahead and had the guys come down and service the race cars and fill them up with Sunoco Racing fuel. Besides one of these guys, that was a Nicholas Maynard, but looks like everybody was able to wave back around and be back on the lead lap. Lane Woods went down on the pit lane, did not mean to change that over to that camera angle. Lane Woods, who's stuck on the outside of the racetrack here, was involved in that previous accident there. Decided to go down on the racetrack, all with the race leaders after being passed by the pace car after getting spun around by Grayson Underwood. So he'll lose a lap there, and he'll be a lap down here, so he'll be rested the lucky dog when the caution flag comes out, because he'll be the only person a lap down. We're working lap number 49, coming to lap 50. That'll be 10 laps away from the halfway point here tonight inside of the championship race for the Season 3 late model stock division. These guys are absolutely beating, banging, and battering it out here tonight at IRP. We're going to get you down up here on the racetrack for a side-by-side blimp cam, battle cam, as we take one quick side-by-side commercial break. Welcome back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, watching down on the Battle Box cam with these guys absolutely shitting and getting here at IRP. Neil Rutt III makes the slide job pass around the number 24 in James Fountain. James Fountain has just came over the driver chat radio there when I was listening in, talking about right front tire issues. So he's battling some internet issues is what I can say the most here as he blinks in and out here. You see him battling that number 24 late model. Tony Cook up 10 spots where he started in this Dodge Challenger late model. Somebody grab another Silver Bullet Coors Light beer and throw it to Tony Cook. TC is on a mission here tonight at IRP, but meanwhile, the boogeyman, John Michael Bryant, working his way back up through the field. He's trying to make something shake here and defend off Dakota Pignataro, the number 99 machine here. The number 99 of Dakota Pignataro. He's got a picture of Ryan Newman because he's probably one of the harder guys to pass here inside of the I-85 Asphalt Series. You see that right now. So can he make something shake and get around the number 23 of John Michael Bryant? Zach Evans trying to work around the back bumper here of Adam Peeler. Timothy Conrad, Mike Doyle battling it out here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Maynard is nowhere in sight with the rest of the field, so he's going to have to, again, once more, fight hard here to try to keep from going a lap down here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Tesler's trying to run down Johnson off the exit of turn 2. The battle for the race lead. Bing, 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 the halfway point. Go! John Michael Bryant goes around. Caution flag flies here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Holy shit, right as I was getting ready to say something. Ping, ping, ping. The halfway point bell being ringed here tonight. We will back that ass up for the boogeyman. Your mom's favorite driver spins around off the exit of turn 4. And you might as well go ahead and get your mom to pack up the cooler and the rest of the shit. The boogeyman spinning out there, battling door to door with Dakota Pignataro. We'll take a look and see what happened here. Door-to-door contact made by Pignataro, ships John Michael Bryant up the racetrack. He has to lock it down on the front straightaway, and he's able to do so. We will back that ass up. Look at the left front. Look at the left rear of John Michael Bryant, number 23 Stukin late model, and see exactly what happened there between Dakota Pignataro. The battle here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Working off 3 and 4, Pignataro definitely makes contact to the boogeyman here and chips him around on the front straightaway. John Michael Bryant not going to be happy with the way that he was just raced there by Dakota Pignataro. History in the past between these two drivers. How does the boogeyman repay Dakota? Here in just a moment when we return, you'll find out live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Peter the pace car waiting for the rest of the field to come back around. We'll be back here in just a moment. Bing, bang, sold out crowd here tonight at the IRP Raceway as you come around the drone cam on the front straightaway. Look at all the fans on their feet. There is not a ass in the seats right now. Guys are ripping and roaring here, loving the contact and the flying debris, the smell of burnt rubber and Sunoco Racing fuel in the air as these guys continue to battle it out here for the Season 3 championship race tonight at the IRP Raceway. Lane Woods will be the lucky dog. Bark, bark, bark on the way by. He'll be back on the lead lap this time around. Dakota Pignataro, Maynard, and Peeler come down on the pit lane there. They're finally able to service their race cars. Dakota Pignataro involved in the contact there. He gets it kind of filled up. Nicholas Maynard will finally top off that 02 late model for the first time here tonight. Finally got the caution flag that he needed after not being able to get the pit on the lead competition caution flag after losing a lap underneath the green flag condition. So we'll wait for everybody to catch up to the tail end of the field and see how things shake out here in just a moment. Chase Johnson will be the race leader with Corey Tesner to the outside of him. Neil Rutt III, James Fountain, Danny Willis, Tony Cook, Michael Johnson, Zach Evans, Timothy Conrad, and Mike Doyle will be the top 10 drivers here when the green flag flies here in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, need yourself a brand new parking lot. You know somewhere around you need their parking lots filled. Ladies and gentlemen, contact for a quote today. 402-610-0691 CK's Parking Lot Maintenance. They'll offer you line striping, seal coating, repairs, crack joint sealing, located in Lincoln, Nebraska. Check them out on Instagram today at CK Parking Lot Maintenance, or go to their website, www.ckparkinglotmaintenance.com. We're back here live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel after a brief station identification there, presented to you by CK Parking Lot Maintenance Group. Working behind Peter the pace car, the track workers are back up on the infield. Chase Johnson will have the race lead here with his teammate of Corey Tessner to the outside. Green flags get ready to fly back in the air here any moment when Chase Johnson slaps down on the gas. We're back racing here in Indianapolis, Indiana for the championship race in the late model. Riding on board the number 33 of Tony Cook on the restart. Trying to move and groove his way from the bottom to the top side of the racetrack. The number 33 Silver Bullet migrates his way around the 6th place spot. He is the Hard Charger Award right now, but the guy behind him is Michael Johnson. And the number 40 Bass Pro Shop Tractor late model is up 8 positions to Tony Cook's 10 positions. So if Michael Johnson can continue to pick up spots forward, he may have a chance to grab the 20 bonus points here tonight. Johnson looks to the bottom side of Tony Cook here, knowing what he can try to get for that Hard Charger Award. Johnson trying every bit here to pick up another spot there. He'll look to the inside of the number 33. Everybody hard on the brake there. Danny Willis in the ACR late model trying to hold up the rest of the field behind him and defend his position. Tony Cook's going to try to change his lineup here through turns 3 and 4. Johnson looks below Tony Cook in the number 33 machine, tries to fill him out behind him, but just can't complete the pass off turn 4. That's the hottest battle on the racetrack right now. Tessner being pulled away from by Chase Johnson. Here the battle on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. And holy cow, contact made right there between those two guys. Absolutely beating and banging here. One's battling internet connection issues. I see it flickering on my screen over here. Kind of threw me for a loop. Fountain trying to whirl to the back bumper of Neal at the third right, looking for the pass around. Tessner off of turn 2. Can't get his nose quite out there like he was looking for. These guys are battling some handling condition issues here, especially if you burned up that right front tire early in the opening 40 laps, knowing that we were going to have a competition caution flag flying there momentarily. Zach Evans turned around earlier in the LCQ heat race. He drives this number 6 Me-Fine late model, similar design to the Folgers Mark Martin scheme a long time ago. He's rolling down into turns 3 and 4. He's currently got the 8th place spot kind of locked up in his matters right now. 3 wide here at the IRP Raceway. Johnson almost collects the left rear quarter panel of Tony Cook. Michael Johnson trying to get around this Tony Cook 33 machine, but James Bowen starting to go backwards here on the long run as he ate up some right front tire inside of that late model. Danny Willis on the bottom side of the racetrack. Tessner's going backwards as well. Ruddy's put a little bit of gap between Tessner. Look at his parking lot right here. Tony Cook gets spun around hard on the inside wall. Caution flag flies here at the IRP Raceway. Tony Cook takes a sledgehammer shot to the inside safer barrier inside of this number 33 Silver Bullet Coors Light beer late model. Will back that ass up, and he's going to need another beer after that one. Holy cow. Contact made between him and the Johnny Morris Bass Pro Shop Tracker late model of Michael Johnson. These guys have been battling it out for quite some time. You see Johnson ship Tony Cook up the racetrack. Contact made through 3. Working up the exit of turn 4. Johnson just slides back up into the front of the pack and spins around Tony Cook. So we will back that ass up one more time here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Right on board with the number 40 and Michael Johnson. He should have the best look that we were looking for. He was the one that initially started the contact through the corner. So we'll back that ass up here and take a look out the Bass Pro Shop Tracker number 40 machine. The left front should give us everything that we were looking for. Diving down into turns 3 and 4. Pow, there's the contact the first time between the two drivers. The right front riding on board. He just comes across. It looks like Tony Cook maybe comes across the nose, but Tony Cook just got popped in the ass in from Michael Johnson. He could have been battling a little bit of handling condition issues, so not sure what's going on. A little bit of a pissing match there between Tony Cook and Michael Johnson, and hearing it right now, they're going at it over the driver radio chat, so Tony Cook not happy with the way that he was just raced there by the number 40 of Michael Johnson. Can we see a little bit of retaliation here in the closing laps? We'll find out when we return in just a moment on the Booty Scoot Racing channel live here in Indianapolis. Welcome back here on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel's live main broadcast cam behind Peter the Pace car. And let me go ahead and tell you now, the 33 machine of Tony Cook has hopped out of the race car and off of the racetrack. He is headed towards the garage, and our pit reporter asked for an interview with the number 33, and he said he'll be waiting on Michael Johnson and that number 40 after the race in the hauler. So could see some flames pile up here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Tony Cook not going to have it. He'll be pushed around here tonight at IRP. Ladies and gentlemen, Chase Johnson looking to three-peat the championship here in the late model stock division. He's got about a 56-point lead coming into tonight's event over Neil Rutt III, who rides out that 66 late model right behind him. We'll see if we can't pull those points up for you right now, especially if you're tuned in here now live for the first time. 280 points for Chase Johnson to Neil Rutt's 224, so 56 points was the gap difference there. Danny Willis in that number 100 had a decent day earlier. He's rounding out about the 5th place spot right now. He's got a chance to work his way back up here. Those are really the only guys mathematically with the shot here to even have a chance to go to victory lane and win the championship. But Chase Johnson's looking real nice, leading the majority of the laps here tonight. I believe he's led over half of the laps, so there's no possible mathematical way that somebody could grab the bonus point for the most laps led here tonight over Chase Johnson. So Chase Johnson knows that he'll, at least add those 5 points to his total score on top of wherever he finishes here tonight. It sounds like I'm lagging. I got the hiccups breathing in all these Sunoco Racing fuel fumes and burnt rubber smell from all the caution flags we've had. We've had about 4 of them here tonight up to this point. Johnson, Rutt, Fountain, Tessner, Johnson, the top 5 drivers, and no relation between these two Johnson boys. Green flag is in the air whenever Chase Johnson decides to fire off with it. He'll have Neil Rutt, the New Jersey driver, to the outside of him. The Southerner against the Yankee. We'll see how things shake out here on the restart cam. Green flag is back in the air here at the IRP Raceway for the late model stock division championship race. And we'll see how things begin to shake out here. Green flag is back in the air here with about 48 laps remaining here tonight. Tessner will look to the inside of Rutt. Danny Willis and Michael Johnson will shake and bake here. Battle for the 4th place spot off the exit of turn 2, heading down into turn 3. The number 100 ACR late model still door-to-door with the Tracker Bass Pro Shop machine, and Michael Johnson, who just turned around Tony Cook there. Tony Cook is hot, folks. He is not going to be happy with the number 40, and maybe we might see the timbers flare and somebody get that ass jacked up here tonight at the racetrack. Tony Cook, no, not play any games. He'll do it, folks. Down into turns 3 and 4, 78 laps coming to 79 complete. Chase Johnson looking to come across the line here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel in lead. Not Neil Rutt, Chase Johnson in lead. His 83rd lap here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. So he's definitely mathematically got it locked in here. Here comes Lane Woods looking 3 wide on the inside of the boogeyman, John Michael Bryan. He's down on the apron. And Pink Nataro was trying to make something shake. He'll undercut the number 23, pulled in right behind him. Contact was made there earlier. Pignataro shipped around the boogeyman, sent the number 23 asked first into the outside safer barrier. Does John Michael Bryant try to hold up the line here and make Dakota Pignataro try to earn it here right now? He's got him gridlocked in between him and the number 92 in Lane Woods. And Lane Woods is trying everything in his notebook possible to try to clear the number 99 at Dakota Pignataro, but just can't do it. James Fountain battling some internet connection issues, as well as Corey Tessner. Not exactly what the hell sure is going on there, but that's the battle for the 3rd and 4th place spot. They're battling internet and each other. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this battle right here. Side by side, 2 rows back behind each other. Pignataro finally works to the left rear quarter panel of the boogeyman and brings it all the way to the door. How does Bryant race Pignataro back after the contact? Back on lap number 64. Pignataro doesn't thought better of it. Pignataro! Bryant slams hard into Lane Woods and the caution flag is out. What a shot there for Lane Woods. Holy shit. Hard into the inside wall. We'll back that ass up here for the instant replay and take a look and see exactly what happened to Lane Woods. Contact was made there between him and the boogeyman, and John Michael Bryant racing door to door with Dakota Pignataro. We'll take a look here. Pignataro door to door with John Michael Bryant through 3 and 4. Lane Woods in the white and black number 92 comes up from the bottom side. Bryant doesn't see the number 92 below him, runs right into Lane Woods, ships him hard, head on to the inside safer barrier. John Michael Bryant just not paying attention there. The spotter maybe possibly calling him clear when he wasn't. John Michael Bryant feeds it all the way up to the wall, just hangs the left down onto the inside of Lane Woods, ships him hard into the inside safer barrier. So what a shot there for Lane Woods. The late model still got some power to it. At least the radiator's not killed in it. The battery's still attached. Have to try to work this thing back around, get it up and going. Peter, the pace car, is just now working his way off the pit lane. He's got the rest of the field behind him. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Stick it right here. We'll be back after the station identification. Exactly right, folks. It's far from over. We got about 30 laps remaining here tonight at the IRP Raceway until we crown our Season 3 champion. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, aren't you ready to get to that point here tonight? Make sure you head on over to the YouTube page and press that like button, press that follow button so you don't miss a damn thing inside of the I-85 Asphalt Series late model stock division. The wheel and modified division raced last night inside of the I-85 for their championship. Ladies and gentlemen, saw James Fountain go back-to-back inside of the wheel and modified division. Trying to do something here in the late models and sweep the entire series of the championship, but it looks like he's going to fall short here mathematically, and there's no way he's able to get the points back here tonight, coming into about the 5th place spot after winning the heat race. James Fountain's been mathematically eliminated here from the championship race, but it looks like maybe Neil Rutt and Danny Willis may have a fighting shot for it. We're going to have to see how things work out here. Michael Johnson is locked into the playoffs. He's got the hard charger 20 points to his back pocket right now in this number 40 Bass Pro Shop Tracker machine. We'll see how the rest of the field works out here. Maynard back up and rolling here on the lead lap, full of Sunoco Racing fuel. Him and Mike Doyle's been back here saving a little bit of Hoosier rubber. We haven't had to talk much about them, as well as Timothy Conrad. These 3 guys have been saving the most Hoosier rubber, I apologize. Dakota Pignataro door to door there with John Michael Bryant earlier in the race. Turns around the boogeyman and then door to door there once more. John Michael Bryant, though, will be the victim. He'll turn around the number 92 in Lane Woods. Looks like Lane Woods' night will be ended early here at the IRP Raceway. He won't even get a chance to fend off for the championship. Lane Woods will be eliminated tonight from the championship battle. But it's all in the hands of Chase Johnson. We got about 36 laps to go here on the Booty Scoot Racing. About 34 laps to go here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. How do these drivers begin to even want to work it? Green flag back in the air here at the IRP Raceway. Chase Johnson has the race lead in the one. Heading up the exit of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. The rest of the drivers that remain in the Knights field started with 16. We have 12 running on the track right now. Everybody's on the lead lap currently at the moment as they speak. Corey Riptide Tessner, Zach Evans, Timothy Conrad, Maynard. This back half group has been back here saving Hoosier Rubber the whole night. How will they work their way up through the field? Guys like Danny Willis needing great finishes here in this number 100 ACR Racing late model on the middle side of the racetrack. Clears Fountain and Tessner there on the restart, and he'll have to work his way back up through the field here. But Michael Johnson has gathered 2 more spots. He's up 12 spots from where he started. He's got that hard charge award in his back pocket after taking out Tony Cook earlier. And that's one way to do it, folks. Tony Cook and Michael Johnson battling it out for the hard charger award. Tony Cook and Michael Johnson, contact was made. Caution flag is out. Okay. Okay, folks, there's a caution flag out on the racetrack right now, thrown by the race control, so not entirely sure. It doesn't look like there appears to be any kind of incident on the racetrack. Not entirely sure what the hell's going on right now. There is no kind of caution flag out on the racetrack. I don't see anybody turned around. Everybody's running with the pace. We'll discuss this whatever with the admin. Must be debris on the racetrack or something. We'll be back in just a moment. Chase Johnson has the race lead. Welcome back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Just getting a little bit of clarity there from the race control / admin, wanting to know what the hell's going on out on the racetrack. We are being told the caution flag there is for the 20-minute warning mark for the race session. So if you are new to iRacing, or maybe you don't even know what the hell you're watching at the current moment, this is iRacing, and each one of these sessions are bought and paid for by the race admin or the session owner, however you may cost it being here. There are time limits and or lap count sets here inside of each session. So it was either 120 laps or an hour-and-a-half race time. And with all these caution flags that we've been having here tonight, don't forget, folks, we had the LCQ race a part of this earlier tonight. These guys are just now being warned they have about 20 minutes to go until the end of the race session, and the white flag will automatically be thrown. So basically just a re-rack here to try to get these guys to keep it clean here, and we were on the verge of that. I agree with you, fans. We were on the verge of that there until that caution flag was thrown, but I understand it a little better now with the time limit warning, the 20 minutes to go. So Chase Johnson and the rest of the field will have about 20 minutes and/or 28 laps to get it done here tonight at IRP. Season 3 championship is on our way. We have less than 30 miles until we find out who's going to be the championship here tonight in the Season 3 late models. Nicholas Maynard, Pignataro battling it out door to door here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Zach Evans rolls in front of Pignataro with Tessner, the number 8 late model, trying to work his way up towards the front half of the field. Pancake to that outside wall. Zach Evans makes hard contact there after Corey Tessner does the same thing. Evans will look to make the pass around Tessner now. That might have screwed up Tessner's right front tire on that HendrickCars.com Chevy late model. He's going backwards here. Pignataro sees that there. He'll plug the hole on the inside. 25 laps to go this time around inside of the Season 3 championship race. Evans will make the pass around Tessner. So will Pignataro. Maynard's looking to do the exact same thing now around Tessner through turns 1 and 2. Can he get the gas down around Tessner? No, he can't. They'll battle door to door down the back straightaway. Maynard will lift a little bit earlier than Tessner there, driving deep down into 3 and 4. He's able to get the gas down, clear the number 8 of Tessner, and Tessner's going backwards here in the last half of the race. Conrad now is going to try to make the pass around Tessner here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Pignataro trying to work his way back under that back bumper of Zach Evans. Chase Johnson, Michael Johnson, the top 2 drivers. No relation between these Johnson boys. Chase Johnson has led a high of 103 laps here tonight for Chase Johnson Racing inside of this number 5 STI Johnson late model. Everybody trying to work their way back through the middle part of the field. Evans getting passed by Pignataro down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Pignataro will clear himself for the 6th place spot. Rutt, Fountain, door to door here, coming to 22 laps remaining. The battle for the 4th place spot here. Fountain will not be denied. He'll sail high, but he's in the marbles. That'll bring Pignataro into the pictures. He's able to get his gas down. He cleared the number 24 Fountain. Rutno will see the number 99 on the inside of him. That's just his number flipped upside down. Pignataro to the inside of the number 66 Fountain. Get the run off the top side of the racetrack out of turn 4. Zach Evans looking to slide job here in front of the number 24. Can he get the quarter pedal? Contact's made through 3. Heading down the back straightaway, contact was made through turn 2. I apologize, excuse me. Maynard's trying to work his way around the traffic jam here. Rutt's going backwards here. Does Neil Rutt the third have right front tire problems here late with 20 laps to go? Mike Doyle trying to work around Timothy Conrad, bring himself back into the picture. But Zach Evans works and moves up to the 5th place spot as he grabs the position around James Fountain, but not quite clear off of turn 2. Fountain will bring it down to the door of the Me-Fine late model of Zach Evans. Zach Evans all the way back from the 7th place spot. He'll get another spot moving up to the 5th place position. He's trying to run down the number 99 in Dakota Pignataro. Danny Willis, Michael Johnson, Chase Johnson, the front 3 drivers selling away here, burning up some rubber. Fountain, Maynard, battle here. Fountain will go high into turns 3 and 4. Maynard will make the pass around the number 24, and so will Timothy Conrad. Corey Tessner will take it off of the racetrack and down on the pit lane. That'll be the night here for Corey Tessner as he's got a blown right front tire. Mike Doyle trying to work around the back bumper of Timothy Conrad. The sun is setting here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Danny Willis looking for the slide job for the race lead around Chase Johnson through turns 1 and 2. 17 laps to go. Tires are in full effect of being worn out here. Danny Willis, has he saved enough to bring home the trophy here tonight? Michael Johnson has one late model stock win to his belt, and it came at the championship race last season in Wilkesboro. He's trying to spoil the party again here tonight, but Danny Willis pulls the slide job off, and so does Michael Johnson over Chase Johnson. Pignataro, Zach Evans are the top 5 drivers. Maynard trying to work back into the picture here. He's up 8 spots from where he started. Michael Johnson has 13 spots up from where he began tonight's event. Michael Johnson started tonight's race in the 15th place spot. He's all the way up here to the 2nd place spot, saving Hoosier rubber. Does he have enough here in the closing laps to try to make the pass around Danny Willis for the race win? Mike Doyle, Timothy Conrad, Nicholas Maynard, and Zach Evans have saved their Hoosier rubbers here late. They are working their way up through the field. Pignataro in trouble. He's going backwards now. Zach Evans will get around. The number 99 is Pignataro. Loses touch to that back bumper of the guys in front of him. How does Pignataro and Nicholas Maynard play around here? Conrad trying to work his way back into the battle here with the 0-0. Fountain is going backwards here with Neil Rutt. These two guys are battling right front chassis problems. But it's Danny Willis in full control of the race lead here now at the IRP Raceway. 13 laps to go down the back straightaway. Maynard door-to-door here with Timothy Conrad. Conrad looking to the inside of the number 02 with 13 laps to go. Mike Doyle sees what's in front of him. Maynard will get the run off of turn 4. Battle for the second place spot is 3 wide off the exit of turns 1 and 2. Evans on the inside. Pignataro sees what's in front of him. How can he make something shake? Johnson will go really high through 3 and 4, but he's able to get the gas down. Michael Johnson still 3 wide down off for turn 4. Evans knows he's saved better Hoosier rubber here on the long run. Contact's made with Michael Johnson. He'll run him high through turn 1 and 2. Off the exit of turn 3 and 4, Pignataro goes around Maynard's front bumper, and the caution flag flies. Caution flag is out here for Dakota Pignataro inside of the number 99 late model here for Boardwick on board. Maynard looks like he may have been the culprit here on the left side ticker. It's got these two names popped up for the incident problem. We'll back that ass up on the instant replay. Take a look and see exactly what happened here between the number 99 and the number 02 late model of Nicholas Maynard and Dakota Pignataro. Please excuse me, I try to get the puzzle piece together here so we don't lose the stream activity here. We'll make it go back forward here. Dakota Pignataro, Nicholas Maynard. See the 3 wide battle out in front of them. Not entirely sure how these guys were working to plan to wake it around here. Maynard looks to the outside. Contact's made into turn 1 and 2. Pignataro looks to the middle. Maynard looking down low there. Back up the racetrack into the back bumper. Dakota Pignataro ships them around here on the front straightaway. We'll back that ass up one more time here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Right on board with the kid of Nicholas Maynard. He might be wearing one of our helmet cams. Yes, he's got one of our helmet cams here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. See exactly what happened off the front nose of the 02. Contact definitely made there by Nicholas Maynard to the number 99 of Dakota Pignataro, and these two guys will have to sort it out between them two self. Oh, a little bit of screaming and shouting right now going over the driver chat intros. Dakota Pignataro looks like it's still got it rolling. No damage to the inside, safer barrier, and or the number 99 late model. I have no idea how. Go back that ass up and get it re-fired up and moving. Danny Willis not home free with it yet with the race win. We'll see how things shake out when we return. Welcome back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, live here at IRP Raceway with the drone cam for the Championship 3 race. And it has been one hell of a show. The lights are slowly starting to come on here. The sun is heading down behind the clouds, and we're working our 8th caution flag here tonight, this time for the number 02 of Nicholas Maynard. And he will serve the EOL penalty there for spinning around the number 99 of Dakota Pignataro. These two guys must be fighting over some real estate on the track. That'll move these guys back into the 8th and 9th place position. Ladies and gentlemen, just let me get you kind of caught up in the mix of what could possibly take place here in the next coming laps. Danny Willis saved his Hoosier rubbers here late in the number 100 ACR Racing late model. He has yet to go to victory lane this season. Can he hold on here late for his first win on the year? Chase Johnson is looking to win his 3rd championship in a row for the late model stock division inside of the I-85 Asphalt Series late model stock division. He has a 56-point gap coming into tonight's race. He's led the most laps here tonight, leading what's going to be 109 laps total from Greer, South Carolina. Can he hold on to this late model and just finish tonight's race and hope and pray that he brings home the 3rd straight championship? Zach Evans in the 3rd place spot in this Me Fine Folgers throwback late model from Princeton, North Carolina, has saved every bit of rubber on this Hoosier rubber. He has been driving about 2/10 faster than the race leader over the course of that last period. green flag run. He'll have a chance at his first win here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Can he get it done in the closing laps here at IRP? Michael Johnson has been here before, been there, done that. He played spoiler last season at the North Wilkesboro Speedway in the championship race. Then, though, he was part-time and not racing for the championship. This time, he's full-time and needing a shit ton of points to go have a shot at it. How will things shake out here in the closing laps on the Booty Scoot Racing channel? You're getting ready to find out. Grab another beer, light another cigarette. Danny Willis fires back off. 6 laps remain here in Season 3. About 7 miles left to go here in the IRP Raceway. Heading up the exit of turn 2 and down on the back straightaway. Johnson complaining a little bit of rubber issue there to his crew chief underneath the caution flag, saying he didn't have as much rubber as these guys did earlier. We see in the front half of the pack like James Fountain, Tesla, these guys that went backwards late take off to about a 2-second gap difference over the rest of the field. Mike Doyle saved his Hoosier rubber earlier. Now he battles door to door with Michael Johnson with 5 laps to go. Evans working his way around. He'll look to try to get around Chase Johnson for that second place spot. Danny Will is selling away with it here with 4 laps to go. This time around on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Dakota Pignataro gets spun around by Nicholas Maynard there underneath the previous caution. He'll slide up the racetrack down. Contacts made with a number 40. And Michael Johnson from Dakota Pignataro. Zach Evans, 3 wides. Chase Johnson on the outside with Mike Doyle. He'll slide up into the second place spot. Heading through turns 3 and 4. It'll be 3 laps to go this time around on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Danny Willis trying to hold on for his first win on the season. Zach Evans trying to do the exact same thing. Mike Doyle ain't won a race all year long. He's got a shot at it here with 3 laps remaining. Dakota Pignataro gets around Chase Johnson, who's going backwards here late on the back half of tonight's run. Chase Johnson doesn't need to win the race here tonight, but he can't afford to be giving up points to the guys he's racing. Zach Evans, 2 laps to go, looking door to door with Danny Willis for the battle for the race lead here at IRP. Neither one of these guys been to victory lane all year long. Headed down the back straightaway here with 2 laps to go. Climbing the banking through 3 and 4. Mike Doyle looking to make it 3 wide for the win here tonight. White flag is in the air, presented by AFLglobal.com. It'll be Zach Evans climbing the banking through turns 1 and 2 for the final time here tonight. Heading up the exit of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Evans, Doyle, Willis will be the top 3 drivers with Pignataro trying to make something shake. Zach Evans will work through 3 and 4, and nobody will steal it from him here tonight. Zach Evans holds on here late, and he'll win the late model stock race at IRP. What a finish there, folks. Zach Evans brings it home in the closing 3 laps from Princeton, North Carolina, to win it here at IRP and spoil the championship party. Mike Doyle holds on there. He'll win the Hard Charger Award here tonight, going up 11 spots here. Danny Willis from 1st to 3rd in the closing laps, not able to hold on to the race win. Pignataro brings home the 4th place position with Conrad and Doyle going at it here. Maynard brings home the top 6 spot. Him and Pignataro will pull side by side. Contact made. Tons of emotions and feelings everywhere, but it's Zach Evans going to victory lane here tonight for the first time on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. See if we can get a burnout for the number 6 Me-Fi late model here as he burns it down in victory lane here at IRP. Holding on to his rubber there late. He'll drive his way up through the field and steal the win here tonight in his Ford late model. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Princeton, North Carolina driver for MND Motorsports. He'll take the victory here tonight and lead 1 lap, but it was the lap that counted. Zach Evans goes to victory lane. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You have just watched the final race here in Season 3 of the Late Models. There will not be a race 2 weeks from now, so don't even try to find us here for the Late Model Stock Division. This was one hell of a show here tonight for the Season 3 Championship race that just seen Zach Evans go to victory lane after holding on to his rubber there late inside of this number 6 Me-Fine late model. And I believe we have one of our Booty Scoot Racing reporters down there on the pit road with the number 6 of Zach Evans. We'll see what he has to say. Go ahead.
Down here at victory lane, here we got Zach Evans. Zach, very eventful night tonight. You started 10th. After 120 laps, you find yourself in victory lane. Kind of walk us through your night and tell us how you got there.
Man, that was that's the work we've been putting in all season, right? You know, well, I say whole season. I showed up mid-season, I guess, but you know, figuring out this late model deal, figuring out how to run these races, run a smart race clean with these guys, and make passes when it matters. And gosh, this is a special one. This means a lot. There's a lot of good guys in this league, and to pick up a win here at the end of the season, this is awesome. I don't even know what to say, really. Just super excited for everybody at M&D, Me-Fine, Binks Designs, and everybody that put this 6 car in victory lane tonight. Hopefully we'll take this and have them thinking about us going into next season here, because I think we've got a chance to do some special stuff next season.
And that'll be Zach Evans, the number 6, capping off the year with the ending up in victory lane. Let's get back to second place, Mike Doyle in the 00 car. Mike started 13th, ended up coming home 2nd. Kind of just walk us through your night. I know you had some up and downs, and just tell us all about it.
Yeah, it was plain simple. I just mounted the trailer hitch right on the back of Tim Conrad's. I just mounted the trailer hitch right back on the back of Tim Conrad's car, and he pulled me right all the way around the checkered.
And that'll be Mike Dole in the 00 car, finished 2nd. Go back to 3rd place, Danny Lewis, started 5th, finished 3rd tonight. You saw you leading some laps there, and then you kind of stopped in the end, just burned too much right front tire.
Yeah, we had a pretty good car, stayed most of the race, and we took the lead, and that last caution really screwed me up. Started getting real tight coming off, and everybody caught me, and that's where it went.
And that will be the 100 car of Danny Willis, bringing it home in 3rd place. We'll scoot back to Dakota Pignataro. Dakota started 4th, finished 4th. Had a lot of events tonight. Kind of walk us through everything that happened tonight, man.
Yeah, just trying to hang in there at the beginning, ride around, save the most I could. Almost ran out of fuel there, but had a little mishap on the pits during that comp caution. Luckily, I was able to top off when I needed, but I'm not quite sure what happened there at the end. Got turned around, but was able to get back up to 4th. I think if we had a couple more laps, could have had an MND top 3, but always next season to get that done, so we'll see.
That's Dakota Pignataro. Come home in the 4th position. We'll skip back to the 6th place finisher, Nicholas Maynard in the 02 car. Nick, you started 14th, came home 6th place. Very respectable finish tonight. Kind of walk us through your night also. I know you had some events.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't even fortunate enough to be like front half of the group and get the pit for the competition caution for gasoline. So we had to sit there and ride it out a lap down. Finally got the lucky dog, got way back around the lead lap. Just save an extra tire there at the end while everybody else drove away, and for just guys to just lose it at the end. I'm not going to get out of it. It's not the type of character I am. Just cannot wait to get out of this. This is the final late model season in race for this 02 group. We'll hang it up. We'll go full on NASCAR and Madness Racing League and head up somewhere else in the booth. Appreciate everybody that showed up here tonight. Appreciate everybody back at the shop. Appreciate you, Adam, up there in the race control. Had a blast.
That'd be Nicholas Maynard coming home 6th place in the 02 car. And then last but not least, I know he's been sitting here waiting for a while, Chase Johnson will come home as your 3-time champion. Chase Johnson in the number 5 car. Man, you are a damn animal, man. Tell us about this entire season.
First and foremost, just want to thank everybody at I-85 and Booty Speed Racing for always putting it on. It's always fun to come out here and race with these guys. But yeah, man, just really fast car every single time we hit the track here with the late models, man. I don't know really much else to say. I want to thank SPI Trucking, Chevrolet, Florida Racing, Valvoline. They always getting us to the track fast. And I don't know what else to say, man. I do want to say congratulations to Zach and them guys. Them guys have been fighting their ass off for a while now. And for them to finally get in victory lane and to see them how happy they are, that's really cool to see. So I look forward to racing them guys next season. I know it's going to be fun. I look forward to racing everybody. This is a really good group that we got, and I'm proud to race with them. So appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody racing. Appreciate everybody putting it on. I always look forward to it. Yeah, man. Three-time champion late models. I don't know what else to say, but I appreciate it, and we'll see you again next season.
And that'll be Chase Johnson, your 3-time back-to-back late model champion here in the I-85 Asphalt Series. Chase, again, congratulations to everybody here at I-85. Put on one hell of a season there. We need some law enforcement down there. We've got the 99 Dakota Pinataro and the 02 of Nicholas Mater down there giving each other fucking just makers. What the hell is going on here?
What is going on down here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel? We had a little discombobulation in the pit lane. We'll be back in just a moment with the complete post-race show. Chase Johnson three-peats it here in the late model stock division. Zach Evans wins his first ever Booty Scoot Racing channel race. Welcome back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, where we are in current celebrations of the Season 3 champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Chase Johnson doesn't win the race here tonight. He finishes 7th, but he holds on and takes home the championship here for the late model stock division, his 3rd in a row. Who is going to stop Chase Johnson here in the late model stock division? Recruitment races are right around the corner, and signups will begin soon. So make sure you're in here if you think you have what it takes to take down the number 5. It will go this season with 3 wins, 2 heat wins, 7 top 5s, and 244 laps led for the Season 3 championship. Ladies and gentlemen, though, that doesn't go without saying we had a hell of a race here tonight. Zach Evans shows how to get done. He holds on to that late model late there on the long run, saves the most Hoosier rubber tire, and drives from 7th to win it in the final 10 laps here tonight at IRP. Ladies and gentlemen, Zach Evans can now call himself a I-85 Asphalt winner. Mike Doyle in the 2nd place position here tonight for M&D Motorsports. They brought 2 fast late models, saving Hoosier rubber, and they'll do exactly that, rounding out the 2nd place position. 3rd place belongs to Danny Willis in that 100 late model. So close coming here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Trying to make something shake, but just not enough. Dakota Pignataro will bring home the 4th place spot in his M&D number 99 Motorsports late model. After contact there with Nicholas Maynard in the closing laps, he'll bring home the top 5. Timothy Conrad continued to pick off the guys late there on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, allowing himself to grab a top 5 position here tonight for the, number 35 Camouflage Boardwick late model. Nicholas Maynard drives up 8 spots there from where he started. He'll start in the 11th place position and finish in the 6th place spot. So the Team Penske Development number 02, told you right there, that was his final late model stock race inside of the I-85 Asphalt Series. Looks like he'll join the admin crew or some sort next season. Chase Johnson will bring home the 7th place position here tonight in the number 5 Chase Johnson Racing late model. here tonight in the 7th place spot. The 8th place spot goes to Michael Johnson, and no relation there between those two Johnson boys. Great racing here tonight between these two guys. James Fountain blew up his right front tire there late in the long run half. He'll finish in the 9th place spot here tonight with MND Motorsports number 66. Neil Rutt battling some kind of brake bias issues there late. Couldn't get the car to turn in the closing laps. 10th place spot here tonight for Neil. The 11th place spot belongs to the Boogeyman and John Michael Bryant. The J Money Motorsports late model back in action here tonight, but not good enough for a top 10. Tessner blows up the right front tire there early with about 80 laps complete into tonight's event. He has still about 40 laps to go, just not able to keep it going here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Tessner will bring it home in the 12th place position. Lane Woods in the 13th place spot here tonight in his HCR Racing late model, involved in an accident here tonight after missing the race 2 weeks ago. Tony Cook in a pissing match shout out there with Michael Johnson battling hard for the lucky dog position. Tony Cook still finishes 14th, 2 spots better than any started. Adam Peeler got peeled around here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel and manhandled. He will finish what's going to be in the 15th place spot here tonight live at the IRP Raceway. Grayson Underwood brought out 2 caution flags separately here tonight on his own. He will be the 16th place finisher here tonight in his number 01 late model. Adam Fulford, want to give a huge shout out here tonight. Set on the race admin race control booth here, calling all the black flags and stuff here tonight. Adam Fulford will deserve a great shout out here tonight from the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We appreciate everything he did here tonight to keep things up and moving. Ladies and gentlemen, that will do it here. It has been all the way up to this point here tonight at the Lucas Oil IRP Raceway. We've raced 3 playoff races here, 10 season races in total. These guys spent 7 races battling it out all season long on the point standings to see who was going to be crowned the championship race when we came here tonight at IRP. And that final guy here tonight was the number 5 of Chase Johnson, who 3-peats the late model stock division here. Does anybody have anything for Chase Johnson and his CJR late model? You'll have to tune in here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel next season on season 4, starting up on March 3rd. Make sure you press that like button. Make sure you press that follow button and find all of the full races posted over to the Booty Scoot Racing YouTube page located in the top right portion of your screen. We want to remind you folks, tune in Friday night. The TNA Truck Series for the Madness Racing League takes on Dover, Delaware for the regular season finale, I believe, or maybe one more race after that. We'll have to figure out how things are. But the second playoff race inside of the Xfinity Series is this weekend as well. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel and follow on TikTok. Brand new shit coming your way soon. Thank you for tuning in here tonight. Zach Evans wins his first Booty Scoot Racing channel race, and Chase Johnson 3-peats the championship.